Welcome to Anam Cara. We are gathering this morning with Steve Wyse, who is going to talk to us about the pipe ceremony that we will be doing at the farmhouse on May 21st. And Anam Cara means soul friends, and we are an intentional community where kindred spirits gather to share our gifts and our talents with each other and with the community. And all are welcome. My name is Monica McCormick. My pronouns are she, her, hers. Welcome, Steve.
Thank you, Monica.
So, a lot of people might come to this ceremony have never been to anything like this before.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have any recommendations on what they should wear or what we should bring?
Yeah. So maybe I'll explain a little bit about what we intend to do at this. And the pipe ceremony is one part of what we're doing, but really what I'm calling this is a prayer circle.
Mm-hmm.
It's not an official ritual other than the pipe ceremony. And I'll just say that I don't pretend to be an expert on anything Lakota or really anything else, but I wanted to somehow create a space where people could come and learn a little bit about the spirituality of the Lakota, and also learn how it is that they pray. How do they talk when they have struggles in their life? How do the Lakota handle it? What can we learn from them? What can we learn from those ancestors? So we're going to create a sacred fire, and we're going to have a circle, and we'll make it a sacred circle through ceremony. I'm going to show everybody how to do prayer ties, which is a very personal thing that you do in preparation for prayer, where you take a small cloth, a red cloth. Red is considered a holy color. And you put tobacco in it, and as you do this, you're holding a prayer that you have, either for yourself or for others, it doesn't matter. But you're putting this prayer and you're tying it, and you tie it tight, and then you do it like a string, like a chain of all your prayers, and this represents your prayers. So we'll do prayer ties, and then we'll load the chinupa the traditional way, and we'll leave that in place while everyone whoever is at this prayer circle ceremony will go around, and each person has the opportunity to share any prayers that they have. And I've always been told that the spirits like to hear our voices. I think that it's one thing to have prayers in your thoughts and in your mind, but they really gain power when you speak them out loud. So I'm going to encourage people to kind of think about the prayers that you have for others. And it doesn't just have to be your family, it can be the universe, it can be Ukraine, it can be, the people of Afghanistan, whatever it is that's heavy on your mind. Those are prayers that we want to send out there and put out to Wakantanka to handle for us. So we'll go around, and if it's too personal and you don't want to share, you certainly don't have to. And then once we've finished, and we'll also do some songs, some of the traditional songs, the calling in the four directions and some of that. So once we're finished, and then we finish the pipe ceremony by taking all these prayers that have just been said and releasing them through the chinupa. What they should bring, if they have a hand drum, they can bring a hand, because we will be doing some songs, and it's good to have drumming along. I guess just come kind of thinking about what prayers you have, and be ready to share those, because the more that you share your prayers, the more everybody else can lift you up in those. Mm-hmm. And that's another thing I wanted to mention, is that this prayer circle it's very important that we just hold each other in a sacred space.
So I guess Another logistical question. How long does the ceremony usually take? And I know it's not the typical pipe ceremony.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the pipe ceremony, which is really the only true ceremony that we'll be doing, only takes long enough to sing the song and load the chupa and then smoke it. So that doesn't really usually take that long. But I don't know. I think I've tried to kind of work this out to where I think it'll be a couple hours. You know, it kind of depends on how long people need to make their prayer ties. Once we actually start doing the prayers in a circle, I don't think it'll take that long, but probably a couple hours. And you know, that's not going to be a couple hours of sitting still. There's going to be movement, and it's okay to talk too while you're doing your prayer ties. You know, it's a social time as well. So, yeah.
And will those prayer ties, once the bundles are made, will they be added to the fire?
Yeah, good question. So, yeah, once we're finished and once we have released the spirits from our circle and thanked them for their presence and their guidance, then the fire can be used for other things that are also considered holy.
So the red fabric should really be something that's natural, organic. So
Yeah, I'm glad you brought that up. Yeah, you don't want to use polyester. It should be a lightweight cotton, and I'll try to have some fabric there that's appropriate for use. But if you happen to have any pieces of, and it has to be light enough so that you can make these little bundles. I mean, the bundles are only the size of your thumb. They're usually very small.
Thank you for sharing your story with us today.
Oh, you're welcome.
And for taking us through the pipe ceremony and what we're going to do on May 21st. So that ceremony is going to be May 21st at the farmhouse from 3 to 6, I think.
Mm-hmm.
We always end with feasting. So we will, after the ceremony, we will gather together and eat and break bread together. The email address will come on the bottom of your screen, so if you'd like to be a part of the newsletter where you'll get information on how you can register for this event and other events, just send us an email and we'll get you on the newsletter. So that's May 21st, it's a Saturday. And then in June, on the summer solstice, which is a Tuesday, we are going to do a labyrinth walk on the land, again at the farmhouse. So thank you for joining us today. And we hope that we will see you again. And let's do our little toast.
All right.
We just say slancha, which means to your health. Slancha, Steve.
Washtila.
Washtila. Aho.
It was fun.